Hi friends, come join me for some post-solar eclipse salutations. We'll start at the top of the mat with our feet grounded as best we're able, of course being sure there's safe space behind you, and raising the arms as you're comfortable, imagining your cat-like spine rolling down so that one vertebra at a time might touch the mat, acknowledging places in the spine where that feels like one big chunk, and breathing as you release to being held by Mother Earth, adjusting your feet so they come more, heels more underneath knees, maybe bringing one hand to heart, one hand to belly, finding your breathing, noticing inhale, noticing exhale. Taking a moment to allow your spine to be held. Mother Earth holding us each and every day. Perhaps reminding us how it's done for ourselves, for each other, and for her. And as you're ready, we'll give one knee a hug in. So this video is being created with my friend I've been practicing with quite some time in mind. And this may not be the option that you need to do. So just be aware that if you need other options, be in touch and we can talk about it and you can have a video for you. So I'm bringing my knee toward my upper body. I'm bringing my knee toward my underarm, and then I'm allowing my hand to hold my knee and draw some circles to release that beautiful hip socket, that ball and now I've forgotten the term, the pelvis area, the place where the leg meets the hip, finding your breathing. Reversing your circles. And this other leg can stay grounded. Mine wants to go out a bit, so I'm seeing what it feels like to keep it in. But you can also bring this other leg out and extend with your heels sliding across the floor. And then giving that knee a hug in, bringing your nose, your forehead toward your knee, and letting your opposite hand guide that knee across you your body, if that's okay with you in this moment. Sometimes we need to bend both knees and keep knees and feet together. Other times this release is okay. Seeing if both shoulders will find the mat, noticing where back of crown, back of skull is. Crown, back of crown may be close to the mat. Maybe you'll lift the crown and gaze away from the bent knee side. Maybe you'll gaze toward the bent knee side. See what makes sense for you. Finding your breathing. Bringing your head center, bringing your leg center, releasing that foot down, bending the other knee, giving yourself a moment to feel grounded once again, being held by earth, and giving the other hip, the other jointed area that has such a wonderful variation of movement. So good to give it attention, bringing the knee towards your upper body, noticing what makes sense for you, bringing your knee toward your underarm. Maybe the other hand now holds the other leg. Maybe the matching hand holds the knee and you draw circles. You can keep this other leg bent or you can extend. I tend to lift up a little bit, especially on one side, so sometimes I have to experiment and see, okay, where do I feel most grounded rather than tilted. Taking care of your sacral spine, taking care of your low back, reversing your circles, inviting Ujjayi breath, the sound of the serpent, the vibration of breath moving down through the back of throat, ocean breath if you prefer, breath of victory. Many names, one idea, which seems to be how we do it here in this world. And then giving that knee a hug in, bringing your nose, your forehead towards your knee as you give it a squeeze, releasing head, back of head to the mat, giving your other hand to the knee and crossing the midline. You know you can bend both knees, you know you can stack knees and stack feet, or you can stay with one leg extended, one leg long, and I have my bent knee foot resting on my long leg. You might grab a blanket or a prop and rest your foot somewhere. I can rest my foot on my weights over here. Finding your breathing. Noticing if there's space for both shoulders to release down. On this side, I have one shoulder that's popping up a little more. So as long as my back is okay with it, I'm going to lift my lower shoulder, release my higher shoulder, and replace the back of my skull. My arms are out like a T. Yours don't have to be. Sometimes hands feel good just nearby. Sometimes, depending on how shoulders and neck feel, we have a variety of places to place our arms. Bringing all of that center, grounding through your feet, allowing your spine to be held. Once again, pressing through backs of upper arms, allowing your palms to face each other as we bend at the elbows. The heels are pretty much under the knees, close to the seat, lifting into a bridge pose, set to Bharvangasana for a moment here. Finding your breathing. Noticing if it's just a very small movement, your knees will move toward the top of your mat so that there's more space perhaps for your hips to rise up without all of the pressure being on your back. And maybe the glutes start to kick in a bit more, finding your breathing. Rolling down the spine, upper back, mid back, lower back, sacral spine, giving your knees a good hug in, rocking and rolling, creating circles in one direction and then in the other. And then rocking your way up to your seat or your stance. Coming up to the top of the mat as you're ready, finding your foot placement. Hasta Vinyasas, arms moving out and up. At the top, my fingers are interlacing, my palms are pressing toward the ceiling. They can also press directly out in front of you. And then bending at the elbows, bringing the chin toward the heart center, scooping that tailbone, finding your breathing. Finding an inhale to create extension, finding an exhale to release. Finding your breathing, arms moving forward and up or out and up. Fingers interlaced, palms are pressing up to the sky, taking the long arms as they are, as the upper body turns to one side, the lower body stays in place, pressing through four corners of both feet. Gazing to the side or starting to gaze behind you. Pressing through the foot that may want to turn with you. Releasing that upper body toward a block, toward the mat, toward the earth, maybe allowing the hands simply to be just wherever they end up as you release your nose towards your knee. Pressing through feet, coming up that very same side, traveling over to the second side, starting with the extension. Pressing through four corners of feet, gazing to the side, or maybe starting to gaze behind you. Ujjayi breath. Releasing over the second side, allowing the hands to be wherever they be. Pressing through four corners of feet, coming up that second side, returning center, releasing hands to your side and finding your mountain pose. Arms reaching out and up. Let's make an open-hearted mountain. You know hands can stay apart. You know palms can come together. You know you can create Kali Mudra with the four fingers pointing, others interlaced, and thumbs stacking. Grounding through the feet. Pulling in and up through the inner edges of the legs. If it helps you, scooping that tailbone. Bringing the hands down the midline. As the fingertips release to the toe tips, the right foot steps back. If you want to start with the left side, that's fine too. Releasing your back knee, finding Ardha Chandrasana, the half moon. Same options with the hands apart, together, Kali Mudra. Kali Mudra is a gesture that supports change. Kali Mudra is a gesture that helps us release our shoulders and our neck. Bringing the hands down the midline, fingertips to toe tips, the front foot steps back to meet the back foot. The knees can be grounded in what some call a low plank. I like to call it a knees down plank because low plank to me is my forearms down. You can also lift your knees and rock forward and back, activating the core a bit more, perhaps with the sounds D, D-H-I, Ri, R-I, Ha, H-A, D, Ri, Ha, D, Ri, Ha. And next time you come forward, lowering down, finding your Sphinx pose, releasing your chin towards your heart, rolling up through the shoulders as if you are late summer, beautiful blossom, moving up and out of the earth and reaching to the sun on this beautiful day where the temperature has agreed to drop a bit and give us a cool breeze. Next time you come through and forward, release your forehead all the way down to stacked palms. If you prefer, place a block there and see about bending your knees and letting your feet move a little side to side. So it's a reverse windshield wiper, if you will. You can also rock your head if giving those pressure points above your eyebrows feels good for you. In Ayurvedic science, the sister science of yoga, we call them marma points. Coming center, maybe crossing at the ankles, giving your base of palms to your jawline and noticing where your shoulders are as you breathe. Giving the diaphragm some good attention here in this prone posture. Making your way down and then back to child's pose, to puppy dog, to down dog. All of them work. Sometimes there's a good reason to give ourselves one or the other. Sometimes we do a combination of a few or two of them. I've moved my balasana, my child's pose, off to the side, and I've brought my opposite hand on top of that side hand. Taking it to the other side as you continue to find your breathing. It sounds beautiful when we're all breathing at the same time. We have a great need to get in touch with our very own breathing. Our very own breathing can be a path of knowledge to information about ourselves. And when we understand ourselves better, we can be more accepting of ourselves, and we can be more accepting of each other. Svariya, self-study, one of the paths in yoga, if that interests you. Coming center, let's give ourselves a bit of hare pose, as in maybe a cousin to the rabbit, where your forehead is down, your fingers interlace behind you, and you roll toward, there's the back of the crown. And because we're grounded, we can do that. Coming center, making our way forward to a table or a down dog as you wish. Picking the left heel up and then letting the left tippy toes, those would be the left tippy toes, reaching way high up, creating some circles once again with that ball and socket joint. There's the phrase. Reversing your circles. Pulling the navel center in and up is always a good reminder for me when I'm in these kind of upside down places. Pulling the knee underneath you, rounding the cat spine, taking it to the runner's lunge, placing the knee down, finding your half moon. Some would say this is Anjaneyasana. It's the prep pose for the Hanumanasana, or the flying monkey pose, opening your goddess arms, tapping in to that beautiful power of creation, releasing, those would be fingertips to the toe tips, picking the back knee up and pressing forward to find your half fold. Maybe peace fingers wrap around your toes, full fold, finding your breathing. Coming up to Tadasana, your mountain pose, open-hearted mountain if you will. Hands meet down the midline, and we'll take it through the other side now as you wish. Keeping the feet grounded for this variation of salutation, open-hearted mountain. Giving that tailbone a scoop if it's helpful to you to wake up the front body so that your back feels supported. Giving your knees a tiny pull in and up so the legs are activated. Moving down the midline, fingertips to toe tips. I'm stepping left foot back this time and then releasing my back knee once again to the half moon, because eventually the back body might take on the shape of half moon. Now, of course, you know you can stay quite centered here, or you can move forward more into your hips if your back is okay with that. Maybe this time bringing hands behind you, interlacing fingers, Kali Mudra as you wish, taking the chin toward one shoulder, then the other, finding your breathing. Bringing chin center, gazing to the beautiful sky, and then to the earth. As above, so below, finding our breathing. Fingertips to toe tips, taking it back to table this time, creating some circular motion once again with those beautiful hips that support so much creation and creativity. Birthing new life, birthing new ideas, birthing a new world, if you will. Reversing your circles next time you come up near the thumbs. Coming center, you choose, taking it back to your child's pose, Balasana, finding your puppy pose with the forearms down, the forehead down, the tail up, or of course elbows and forehead can lift, or the down dog as you wish. Giving navel center that little pull in and up as the right heel lifts from table or down dog, then the right tippy toes going up and creating circles on the other side, the knee drawing the circles. Reversing your circles as you're ready. Pulling the right knee underneath you, rounding into a cat-like spine, stepping forward to the half moon, Ardha Chandrasana, Anjaneyasana, finding your hips forward or coming center. You choose what works best for you in this moment. Maybe opening up those goddess arms once again, honoring the divine feminine and the power she has, the power that's waking up to help heal the world. Fingertips to toe tips, let's bring it back and sit, if possible, inside the heel that's behind you. Finding some breathing. Releasing to a forward fold as it works for you, grabbing any props that you might use. Sometimes a roll of blanket on top of the leg to give a boost is helpful. Sometimes blocks to give a boost is helpful. Sometimes fingertips to keep the spine long rather than rounded makes more sense. Lifting head and heart a bit. Your matching hand can hold the inner edge of your front foot. Your top hand can come up and over to add a bit of a twist to this forward fold. Lengthening the exhale can be a calming technique. Forward folding can be a calming technique for humans. Fingers interlace, palms press away. We'll lift and release and take it to the other side. So this foot comes undone and the other foot will come back near the hip. Now, if sitting like this is not appropriate for you, you know lifting up is always helpful. You know you don't have to sit like this. You can try the Janu Shavasana variation with the knee bent like you would be in a tree pose, but you're seated. See what makes sense for you in this moment. Finding your breathing. Noticing your breathing. Maybe even allowing the back of your heart to fill on the inhale. Maybe noticing what's emptying on the exhale. Fingers interlace, palms press away, lifting, lengthening, bringing the soles of feet together for a butterfly or a Baddha Konasana, the cobbler's pose or bound angle pose. Staying like this if you wish, or finding cross-legged as we work with some breathing. Finding your inhale, finding your exhale. Finding your inhale. Beginning breath of fire, a soft but short pump where we release the exhale through nose. Inhale automatically happens after your inhale. Releasing hands, releasing breath, perhaps adjusting your seat so it suits you. Middle finger to thumb if you wish for, as I first learned it, patience, courage, and determination. Bringing your peace fingers up, your traditional ring and pinky down, switch that. Index and middle down, pinky and ring up, thumb up. This is my right hand. When I look at it, it makes the backwards letter L. My right thumb is closing, matching nostril, and releasing other side. Breathing in as you're ready. Closing, pausing, releasing the thumb side. Breathing in as you're ready. Closing, pausing, releasing the other side. Finding your breathing. Closing, pausing, and releasing. No need to match my pace, starting to find your own pace. Next time you exhale right, releasing hands to heart-centered mudra, a brain balancing gesture. Please take your shavasana, take your time to rest, your legs up a piece of furniture, your legs up the wall. Allow your circulation to experience something different, and I'll be back shortly with the second half of our video.
Thank you, friends, for sharing your practice. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. May you have peace. May we be peace. And may we share peace, especially in those moments when it doesn't feel so very peaceful. Peace is not passive. It may require breathing before reacting or responding. It may require walking away. It may require speaking up. Find your peaceful path. It's not the same for each of us. We can do it. Be well.